about the January 6th pardons. Do you agree with President Trump?
Oh, I'm thrilled with President Trump, and I'm very thankful to him. You know, over 95% of Antifa BLM rioters were never prosecuted. They never served time in prison. And many of these communities that were burned to the ground, BLM never donated that money to help build those communities back. President Trump did the right thing in pardoning them, while Joe Biden pardoned his crime family, pardoned Fauci, pardoned Milley, pardoned January 6th committee members, pardoned rapists, murderers. That's what you should be focused on. Because I'll tell you what, you guys, the American people are sick and tired of everyone's hyper-focus up here in Washington, freaking out about a day where there was a 3-hour riot and a lot of people walked through open doors in the Capitol. They don't give a damn about January 6th. They're happy these people have their lives back. You know what people care about? Border security, the economy, jobs. They care about, they're sick and tired of the foreign wars. That's what people care about outside of this city. So the hyper-focus by the media on January 6th needs to end, because I'm hearing from people at home, I hear from people all over, they think you're pathetic because that's all you talk about. They think you're disconnected with the American people, and they think you don't understand it. So everybody needs to put their big boy pants and big girl pants on and move on and actually care about what the American people care about, and it's not January 6th, okay?
For some of the rioters, though, who engaged in violence with the police, fought against the police, there was a stun gun incident as well. I mean, should there be accountability there?
Is that the same as like the murderer that like murdered an 11-month-old child and murdered a young woman that Joe Biden pardoned? Is that the same thing? A stun gun and a young woman and a baby that was killed? So why don't you do apples to apples instead of creating this like whole thing about how terrible this is? Again, get over it. I hope these January 6th defendants move on with their lives. I hope that they are able to be happy, because I tell you what, they've suffered enough, and that's the reality.
But is there ever an excuse for assaulting a police officer?
You tell me, Antifa and BLM, over 95% of them never prosecuted.
But that justifies what happens on January 6th?
Never served time in prison. Never served time in prison.
But does that justify
Does that
the
justify all
violence
Joe
on January
Biden's
6th?
pardons? Does that justify all Joe Biden's pardons? Murderers, rapists, Fauci, Milley, Biden crime family? Get some therapy, seriously.
Some members have said they'll do tours in the Capitol. Would you do that?
They already had a tour.